Let's go ahead and, I like that right there. I can see it perfectly. And this can be right there. Wonderful. All right, let's go ahead and get this party started. I'm waiting for you all to come in, and then we're going to let the text go out. And then we're going to go live on all platforms. And then we're going to have a little bit of a conversation. I don't have much time for this video because I have a training that's coming up that I need to be ready for at the top of the hour. And so I want to open up the phone lines because I want to talk to some of you. So we're going to have to just get the talking point done quick. And then we're going to have to open up the lines. Welcome, welcome in, Akira-san. Akira-san, daijoubu desu ka? Welcome in. Our son is here early. Okay, so come on in, everybody. Come on. We need you to come in early. Then let's go ahead and get live on all of the platforms now. Then the text will go out and we'll continue going forward because time is running down. All right, so let's go ahead and get this. Let's see what we have here. All right. Let's start with TikTok. All right. We are live on TikTok. Let's go and we're gonna do the hardest ones first. We're gonna try to get this stream up on. Okay, we gotta grab the stream key. Oh, the stream key went away. All right, we're gonna get this up on Instagram. All right. I clicked the thing. Give me 1 second. I just gotta get my stream key again. Welcome in, everybody. Come on in. Make yourselves comfortable. Okay. All right. We are live on. We're getting live on IG. Let's see if it does it. Let's see if it pushes through. All right. It looks like we are live on IG. We're live on Twitch. We're live on LinkedIn. Come on, LinkedIn. Let's get it popping, y'all. And we are live, getting live on event post on Facebook will be deleted and your stream will not be delivered to this channel. Cancel. All right, let's see. I don't know what that was about. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get my thing on right. My hat is on backwards. All right. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome. So I want to show you all a conversation that I had the other day on IG. I'm all the way in the corner. IG, we're going to have to get this fixed up on IG. I don't know why IG is doing it like that. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Today we're talking about money over mindset. Let's see if we can get this talked about today. And then I'm going to open up the phone lines. That way, no matter what platform you're on, you can get a chance to call in. So good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm your host, Tonya TKO. I am a self-love specialist from TonyaTKO.com. I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I'm a graduate level student of psychology at an Ivy League institution, and I am a life coach from an accredited program. So look, part of the reason that I bring all of that up is because I want to show you all a few comments. I want to show you all a few things that are happening right now. I want to show them to you because I put up a video the other day. We've been doing this thing called Rise and Shine Psychology, where I am telling you all what it is that I'm learning at the moment. And so we've talked about parents, we've talked about you, we've talked about grandparents, we've talked about grandparents, how parents can love you when you're little, but not when you're big. So we've done a bunch of different videos. We've talked about, I can show you here. Let me get YouTube up so that you can come through a journey with me onto my page. Hey, Hannah, welcome, welcome. All right. So this is my page right here, Tonya TKO. As you see, I am live, looking pink and pretty. And then these are the videos that I have done recently. So this video, why parents love you while little, not big, then dote on the grandkids. Your parents passed on trauma to you and called it raising. When a country shows you who it is, believe them. How the five love language in societies failed us. And we're talking about how the five love languages and some of the things that you are drawn to for your love language is really a trauma response. And instead of really focusing on healing that trauma, we are attracted to feeling validated in certain ways because of brokenness that exists inside of us. I want to show you something that I want to show you a comment that I received the other day, right? Let me hold on. I wanted to show you one comment first, but then I decided to show this one to you instead. So let's look at this because I want you to see. Whew, my gracious. All right. So this is a comment from a woman that came through the other day, and I want you to see this mindset, right? If you can see this, let me know if you can see this well. All right. So this woman says, we are all proud of you for going to college. It's university, by the way. But I would caution you from leaning on the title of psychologist until you have graduated and been certified or licensed. Real professional psychologists don't flaunt a degree they don't yet have. It can also be misleading to people about your level of knowledge and experience. It's okay. Let's see. It's okay. You don't have to mention that you're a student in every episode of your show, right? So this is what she says. And somebody comes out and says, she does that to rub it in your face, right? And then someone else comes out and says, she is not claiming to be a psychologist. I'm sure these topics are part of the program she's enrolled in at the university. Collecting data and doing research is part of graduate studies. I think it's very necessary, and you can go and read those comments. It's on the last video I did about grandparents, right? And then so I write back to her and I say, I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist, a life coach from an accredited institution, a graduate student of psychology at an Ivy League university. Which one of those are you suggesting I not say, right? And she never did come back, but other people came out and said Tonya has new subbies. They may not know her background. Another person says she didn't say she's a psychologist. Another person says this comment seems passive aggressive, right? Let's click on see more replies. People were really coming out of the woodworks on this. And then someone says, I've seen her list her credentials several times. I missed the part where she referred to herself, calling her a psychologist, blah, 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 blah. I'm proud of you, Tonya. You're an inspiration. It goes on and on and on, right? And then this person right here. All right. I came out and I said, I think we as Black people need to start developing a standard of requiring certifications to determine a person's credibility and verifiable ability to do what they say they can do. Right now, we are listening to many unqualified people online. Setting this standard would clear up a lot of this nonsense, would it not? Right now, we have a bunch of people who have created podcasts and who are giving their opinion. And you all are sharing these videos with other people, listening to what they have to say, taking it to heart. You all used to be outraged because they were rage farming. And these people are giving their damn opinion. They're just another person on the damn street who was able to go someplace where there was a microphone or buy one themselves. And we are not asking for credentials. Kitten Heels was a fraud. He used to hawk perfumes. He was not any of the things that he said he was. And even in his death, he died with an overweight prostitute who didn't know the damn street number, the apartment that he was in to give to the paramedics. I mean, he wasn't taking care of his child. He was in arrears for over 10 years in child support. It was like, and then even looking, some of you are passing along things to me from Umar and all of this. And I'm like, come on. Even Dr. Dre has doctor in his title, and he is a vicious woman beater and most likely quite uneducated. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. But this person goes on to say, Tonya, this is what I wanted you all to see because I talked about this in my video this morning. How many people here saw the video I put up this morning? Go ahead and put up a 1 if you saw the video I put up where we're talking about how everything is connected. I was on my way to school yesterday. I got this download as I was walking, and I was in the metro area, and I had to, people were all around me. They were staring at me doing my video. They were listening to me, and I was talking about some things that may be considered controversial. I even had to mention the election. And I still had to do that video because it felt on my spirit, and I'm glad that I did it at the time. This video that I'm doing here today is another video that I was called to make. So if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and throw up a 2 or a peace sign if you're on a phone, and let's continue forward. This person, purposely obtuse, said, Tonya, I started with writing the words in your affirmation/hypnosis book back in 2020. It wasn't all I did, but it was the beginning that led to my first 6-figure month in February. And I believe her because I had a near 6-figure month myself during the pandemic. And when that happened, I was like, yeah, we're like, all of this is a simulation because I said the amount of money that I needed because I wanted to buy a new car. And, after my displacement, my credit was effed. And I was like, you know what? I need X amount of money to buy a new car. And it was nearly 6 figures for the car because I needed a truck to pull my RV. This was at the time during the pandemic when I still had an RV before some fool went and broke in and then stole it and all that other stuff, right? But nonetheless, so I was like, I need to get this certain amount of money so I could just buy a diesel 2500 truck in cash. And I made that money just like that. And I was like, yeah, this is the matrix. All of this is not real, right? So this person says she had her first 6-figure month, and I believe it because when I set the intention for that, it came to me. And then she says, I checked to see if I could make it to the NYC event, but have to be back in New Orleans by the 15th. It's well worth the time. It's well worth the time to change from the inside out. And I have so much more I need to work on. Thank you for the work you do. It's not wasted. And so for the people who are thinking about coming to New Self, please, the tickets are going up tomorrow. The early bird tickets are going up tomorrow. This is New Self. Go to my site, TonyaTKO.com. Click on, you'll see it, it's right there. Or you could just click in the description of this video. It's there as well. So you could just click straight through. So I was like, oh, okay. But she had come out and was talking to this woman, and she was like, just speaking to her in a way that I would have spoken to her. And I was like, wow, twin, you sound just like me. And then she just talked about the book. But that's what I wanted to highlight because there was somebody, let me do a Control F so I can find the word, DEBT. Here it is right here. All right. I talked about this comment, and I wanted you all to see the full breadth and depth of what the conversation was like. This man says, don't go into debt in this economy. Save some money, do surveys, find a side gig, something, then go to this event. Sacrifice. Instead of thinking of the event as the sacrifice, right? He's talking about, and he's urging you. I had a friend, or somebody that I considered a friend at the time, who was really against debt, against credit cards, against all of this stuff. He believed in cash and carry. That's it. And I used to tell him, listen, credit gives you leverage. It gives you the ability to do more, but it really all depends on how you use your credit. You will notice you will never see any multimillionaire slash billionaire, you will never see not one of them promoting no debt whatsoever. It just doesn't even make any sense. It's like debt gives you the ability to keep your cash liquid and leverage OPM, which is other people's money, to be able to do the things you need to do. And with the turnover, now you have to do it right. Going into debt to go to Super Bowl, I mean, it depends. If you're dying and that's your last hurrah, that's a different story. But if you plan on living, like going into debt to go to Super Bowl, but then also life experiences as well. However, we can't say that that's an investment. Or it could be an investment in your life experience, depending on how everything is case by case. So you have to first look at the source, and you got to look at who you are, where you are, what you want, right? I, I'm not gonna. Why are you putting these crazy comments up on the screen? Let me. That caught me off guard. All right. Nonetheless, let me keep going forward, right? Quite recently, I passed 11/11 of all days. This is what I'm saying. This is a simulation. 11/11, I passed a major financial milestone. Major. And it's so major that I knew that I would get there. So much so that when I called, a particular person to let her know that I passed this milestone, she was like, girl, I thought you said you was already there. And I was like, no, I knew I would be there. And she was like, well, it was like, so I always knew that I would get there. And I got there. And so I want us to take a look at where this is coming from, right? I wrote back to this person and I said, investment and waste are two different things. You're speaking from a lack mindset. This economy will have opportunity for those with creativity and consciousness to claim it. I'm stating if a person says they don't have the money, there are credit cards available. And you're right. In respect that if a person decides to keep the same mindset, then this isn't an investment. I'm saying this after having people be offered scholarship and them not showing up for themselves. That issue is more than just money. That's mindset. And those people definitely need to put their own skin in the game. I'm only connecting women who put forth above average effort for themselves. Offer to other working. Oh my gosh, why am I not reading? It's because I know that my time is ticking down. So you all can go and read that for yourselves. I pretty much went back and forth with this person until I had to tell them that the same mind that created the problem is not going to be the same mind that gets you out of it. Because there was another person who came out and was like, you're absolutely right, this, that, and the other. And in this conversation, it was that I decided, you know what, I'm even going to take away the opportunity for everyone to get scholarship except for one person, because the money is coming from other knockouts, from mothers who work. And it's like, you don't want to put in the effort for yourself, but you want somebody else to want it for you more than you want it for yourself. Nah. It's like, I was talking about how these things don't exist in a vacuum. Mentally, spiritually, psychologically, all of these systems are connected. And I showed these behind me. That's my book of affirmations right there. It's sold out on Amazon at the moment. I do plan on getting more copies in because the book really does. It's a thin book that does what it is that it needs to do. You all you have to do is rewrite the affirmations and things change. In the video I did this morning, I talked about the kidney and how the kidney, it like it filters the blood, it filters urine, but it also has an effect on the regulation of hormones. It's like all of these systems in our body, in nature, on earth, all of these things are connected, and our mind, our psyche is related to our finances. We're running low on time. You can go to that video, scroll through the comments. There's not that many comments on there, but you can scroll through it and you can see. Oh, this comment I thought was important because this is when I summed it all up. I was like, you're talking about don't go into debt for this event. Bet, don't. Let things stay the same. Keep doing what you've been doing. The same mindset which got you into the problem won't be the mindset which gets out of it. Some people want the comforting idea of doing things the same to get different results. Relax. Don't change. Keep hustling in the same way. You're right. They're wrong. There's nothing for you to learn or change. Just lay down, rest, relax. You're fine the way you are. Meanwhile, you know in your heart that you're not fine. Those comforting platitudes and the same old feels nice in the moment. But not only do things not get better, they get worse because each day we get a little bit older and our cells regenerate just a little bit less, and time and opportunity shrink and pass you by. I can tell from your response that you're not successful. So we have two different ideologies here. A successful person telling you that if something resonates in your soul and you know you need to be there, find a way. And an unverified person in the comments saying, don't go into debt, in parentheses, investing in your change. It's like, it's not for the event. It's for yourself. It's an investment in you, which you could change your debt mindset, which could change your debt mindset in the first place, right? And so I'm going to open up the phone lines. I have 10 minutes, so I could probably take one phone call because I want to hear from somebody who has a pressing question, an issue that they want to bring up, something that you want to say. I got 10 minutes, so if we could do 2 5-minute phone calls, that would be great. There's the phone number on the screen right there. 323-488-3149. Let me open up the phone lines. All right. Phone lines are open, right? Part of the reason I ask in the title if your brain is keeping you broke is because you have to understand the nature of your brain. Your brain is here to keep you alive. And one of the ways that you stay alive is by burning as least amount of energy as you can, by doing the things that your brain, that your mind knows is safe. And you stay safe by not trying anything new, by not working on getting better, by doing the same old, by constricting yourself. Your brain does not want you going out there 6 o'clock in the morning for a jog. It doesn't. Your brain wants you laying in bed, conserving energy, eating sweets, fats, and salts, which were hard to come by in the Paleolithic era. That's what your brain wants you to do. Your brain does not want you to work out and stress yourself. Your brain does not want you to go try something new. And you have to remember that a lot of the subconscious, let me not even say a lot, your subconscious program was pretty much set in by the time you were 9 years old. Part of the reason that we need to take our information from people who are verified and certified. Like we as Black people, I understand we don't trust the system. So we allow a lot of people to come in under the radar advising us, and they are unqualified. I am a certified clinical hypnotherapist. When I say I am certified, that means that there is a governing body that has a standard that has come in to see that I have met the minimum required amount of clinical hours, of study, of training in an accredited program, of meeting the criteria to get and stay certified. When I tell you that most of your programming was set in by the time that you were 9 years old, that's what I mean. Most of it was set in. The way that you are behaving right now is coming from a pre-programmed mindset that you develop with a child's mind. And your brain does not want you to change. So when I see people in the comments saying stuff like that, I'm like, all right, it is okay. You stay the same. Stay there. Lay back. Because you are going to have to fight against physical, what is the word that I'm trying to say? When you can't do something physically. I don't want to say physical ineptitude, but you are going to have to fight against yourself physically. You are going to have to fight against yourself psychologically. You are going to have to fight against the very brain that is controlling the systems in your body, because your brain does not want you to do those things. Listen to what it is that I'm saying. Your brain knows what works to keep you alive at the bare minimum. And your brain is like, you know what? This worked. Lay back. When you get up and you feel that, oh, I don't feel like working out. Your brain is like, oh yeah, baby, lay down in these warm blankets, honey. We know where it's warm and safe. Out there bad, in here good. Pull that blanket up. But meanwhile, your kidneys doing kick spins, your liver's lopsided, your damn intestines are incongruous. There's a lot that's going on inside of you. Your heart is helpless. There's so much happening inside of you, and your brain, its only concern is to keep you alive at the bare minimum of functionality for itself to stay alive. And your brain likes glucose. How many people in here in the medical field that can confirm what it is that I'm saying? Does the brain like glucose or not? Your brain likes sugar. It does. Sugar is what keeps your brain alive. So it's like you are being controlled by the governor in your mind. And here I come telling you, you got to do something different. You got to try something different. Is the phone line not working? Because we only have 7 more minutes now and ain't nobody called in. Let me see. I'm checking the phone lines now. I don't see any calls, which means that you all are good, which means that's fine. I could talk for 7 more minutes and then we get out of here. Right? I am offering you the opportunity to create a new way of thinking. As you all know, I'm a student of psychology, and not at any institution. I'm at a rigorous institution where it was the process to get in was rigorous, and only very few people are accepted. And I am in the program curating my semesters, and it's about time for me to curate next year's semester. Those of you who are on my mailing list, I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to send through some of the classes that I'm kind of like teetering on the fence over with the descriptions, because as you all know, I am simultaneously going to get a certificate in a women's and gender studies program, because these are my passions and I'm very excited about learning the things that I'm learning. And I plan on assisting you in every way that I can with the things that I am learning. So here, let me show you all this right here, because I have a few more minutes before I need to get out of here. This right here is New Self. Let me see if I can make this just a little smaller. Can I? Yeah, I can. All right. This is an event that I am doing in New York in December. It's called New Self. I've recently come across, well, in this semester, a few months ago, I came across self-theory, paradox of the self, and how many of us are aligned with and identifying with the traumatized version of ourselves. And we're stuck in a loop. We get up and we look around us and we see our environment and we remember who it is that we are from when we went to sleep the night before. And we wake up and we pick up that same old baggage and garbage from the past. Many of us are suffering from things that are no longer in our immediate life. The past is gone, but we're still suffering. Some of us are suffering. Some of us are having issues right now, because I was having an issue when I first learned about self theory. And I thought to myself, what type of person would I need to be for this not to bother me? Ask yourself that question right now, because this is the work that we're going to be doing at New Self. What type of person would I need to be for this to not bother me? And I thought, what type of person would I need to be? And I wrote out this entire person. And then I went and did self-hypnosis. That's what I did. And you know what? When I came out of that self-hypnosis, I was a different person, and I haven't been the person that I was since. I get up, I work out several times during the day. Let me tell you, if you all are looking for a nice workout during the day, Childish Gambino, that song, This Is America, right? It's 4 minutes long, right? I believe it's about 3 minutes and 30 seconds of active, and then at the end you can run, right? Put on that music video. You remember when we were young and some of us had MTV, Video Music Box, and we had different things that were out there, BET, and we used to dance to the music videos that were on the TV. If you remember that, dance to that video. Do every move that you either see him doing or people on the screen doing. And you will get yourself a nice little 3 to 4 minutes, and even run in place at the end when he's running. Get up and do your little, even with the gun, or even put your arms out, right? All of that. Do everything that he does in the video. And you will see, you will have yourself a nice little workout. And then I'm looking for other music videos with dancing in it, but like Goody Mob said, people don't dance no more. All they do is this. All they do is this. Shout out to all my people from the South, old school people. You know what my reference, right? All right. So Yalisha is saying, can I talk about the group coaching and counseling I offer? Well, I don't do counseling. I do group coaching because I am a coach, not a therapist, right? Not a psychological therapist. I'm a hypnotherapist, right? When I did my self-hypnosis, someone is asking, so there's questions on the screen. When I did my self-hypnosis, because I'm already susceptible to my own suggestions, it's very easy and quick for me to do. I spent 2 years in hypnotherapy school. I can go in and out of hypnosis at any time, right? I know how to hypnotize myself. So I just did this myself. Someone is saying this is what they needed to hear. I miss music videos. Yeah, exactly. So when I did my self-hypnosis, I just went into relaxation, and I just went and did the imagery that I needed to do. So this is what I want to talk about in the event, right? Because I only have, what time is it? I gotta hurry. Let me turn this off. You know what? Let me put 5 more minutes on here. Put 5 more minutes. All right. How long should beginners do? 1 hour? I'm not telling you to try to hypnotize yourself. I'm not telling you to do that. We spent the whole beginning of this video talking about going to qualified sources. You know what? I don't even, listen. You know what? I remember when I first published my book, I told people that they could rewrite the affirmations in a way that's suitable for them, but I didn't realize how people would write the affirmations. And I actually heard some of the affirmations that people were writing, and I was like, no, like, that's not going to get you where you want to be. Like, you can actually tell yourself some things that will stop you from getting what it is that you can attract. Like when you start saying, I want, That is the paradox of want, is that as long as you want it, you don't have it. And when you tell yourself in your subconscious mind that you want, you will always perpetually be in a state of want. Please go to a qualified source for your hypnotherapy. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. That's why I did self hypnosis. Come on. I don't know what to say. Like, oh my gosh, let's continue going forward. We are, I don't even have the time to, I have to do my own movement break after this because I'm running low on time. Listen, it is going up tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a month out from the event, and the ladies are already behind the scenes. We are halfway sold out right now. And I have a feeling that people are going to come after the fact and they're going to be like, oh, wait for me, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, get a move on it. Write to me if you're trying to get some things together. Write to me, but get a move on it because we are a month out now, and we need to start having our meetings. The ladies are already talking behind the scenes, but we're going to do our Zooms and get to know one another. And women are already coordinating where it is that they're staying and their plane tickets and who they're staying with and how they're going to either walk to the event or commute from where they're staying. So here we go. Release past emotional pain, step into your power and purpose without suffering a second longer. Reveal, rewrite, reprogram, reset your life. So the reveal part is where I'm going to get you. I'm going to reveal what that programming is. We're going to talk step by step at some of the things that the program that's in there that you may not even know is in there. We're going to rewrite, and then we're going to do hypnotherapy and NLP, and we're going to reprogram. We're going to have you reset your life. The goal is that when you walk out of there, the goal is that when you walk out, you are your new self. That's what we're going to do from morning till evening, back to back to back, with some fun breaks in between, but that's what we're going to be doing. It's going to be December 14th in New York City. And these are the things that you can read so that you can see if this applies to you. You have big dreams, but procrastinate, self-sabotage from self-doubt and limiting beliefs. You're hurt from past betrayals and want to erase the pain and forgive yourself for your poor choices. Your negative self-talk discourages you and old habits creep back in. You want to walk away from situations that don't serve you, release hurt and be free. You know you can't change others, but you're ready to change yourself. And so we're going to be, so New Self is a one-day immersive experience using the power of hypnotherapy, neuro-linguistic programming, and self-theory to reveal, rewrite, and reprogram into your new self. So we're going to be doing hypnotherapy, neuro-linguistic programming. We're going to do self-theory lessons, meditations, guided imagery, sound therapy. We're going to have sisterhood, trivia and fun activities, games and prizes. And I talked to you about, so Jonah, we're not doing a movement break here because we just don't even, we have like, I have to get out of here. And you know what, we could try to do a little bit of it before I leave. However, I have a training that I need to get to in a few minutes. So I tell you my story and about myself, and there's some questions that you need to answer, things that you need to look into, what the goals are. This is for you if, this is not for you if, right? All right, Glow, I didn't see your questions. All right, there's my timer. Let me see the time. All right, so we are winding down right now. I have time for a few questions. I'm doing this video because there are going to be people who come out and say, oh, I didn't know that you even had this. I really needed this. I wish I wish I'd known. So I'm putting this here so that you can know that this is what we're doing. And you know, there's some people who are going to be like, oh, well, nobody's going to go anyway. Well, okay, let's say that is the case, right? Let's say you felt that nobody was going to go. Then that means that you would have me all to yourself, one-on-one session for 8 hours. That's what that means. So let me ask people, who is interested in coming, but they have questions? If you are, throw up your hand, put up a 3 so that I know that you're answering this question, so that I can answer your questions. You can always write to me behind the scenes. Go to TonyaTKO.com, click on the contact button, or just do /contact after you get to my page, right? Oh, Jonah is saying, I was asking if men can also attend. Yes, in the FAQs of the page. So here, let me go to the FAQs with you all because it seems like people don't want to go to the FAQs on the page. It's here down at the bottom. Where are the FAQs? Here they are. I have look at all of the FAQs I have. Is this just for women or can men attend? That is the very first question, my dear. Did you even click the link? Let me put the link here inside the let me put the link here in all of the comments because it's in the description of the video, but okay, there I put it right there, right? That's the first question. What is the address? What should I bring with me? Will water be provided? Is the event friendly to people with different abilities? How should I dress? Will the environment be safe and welcoming? And so let me answer that question for you about the men, right? Whenever I do an event like this, it is mainly women who come out. When there are men who come, they're the type of men who are ready to roll up their sleeves and do the damn thing. So yes, you're welcome because this is not a free event. It's not something that we're doing at the park. This is an organized event that is an investment, right? So the type of men who come out are the type of men that we women need to be looking for. We need to be looking for the type of men who invest in themselves. We need to be looking for the type of men who are doing the work, the type of men who believe in who believe in bettering themselves. We need to be doing that. So the type of men who come to an event like this, oh, absolutely, men are welcome to this event. When we're doing the retreat away and we have to work on living quarters and stuff like that, it's not worth it to have men at the event because of the living quarters and there's only going to be one or two. Like if a man comes to this event, it'll be one or two. Everybody else are women. That's it. For some reason, and it's been a little bit different after the election. A lot of men have now come out on my page and now, what's that sound? Does anybody else hear that sound? I think that might be my training. I gotta, but it's not supposed to start for another 5 minutes, right? So let me just go ahead and start saying my goodbye. I don't know if anybody else heard that besides me. Oh, you know what? That could be. Oh, my TikTok is saying I'm not moving, so it's trying to cut me off. Um, Before you brought him up, that comment reminded me of him. Tonya will call people like that commenter bad mind. I heard it. I wouldn't even call people bad mind. I don't call people that. I don't use that. I don't use that. I let people be who it is that they're going to be. Can I do an event in Georgia? No, no, no. If you all remember, I had my surgery in June. My blood count is still not back to normal. My doctor did not clear me for the retreat this year. So this is what I can do. I can do an event in New York, right? If I do another event, and I already had people talking about, oh, I'll just go to the event in England. Yeah, the time is of the essence. To strike the iron while the hammer is hot. That's not the saying. Strike the iron. No, strike the hammer while the iron. No, strike the iron. Strike with the hammer while the iron is hot. I think that's how it goes, right? This is the event that I'm doing in the United States. This is the end of the year. Come to New York. The ticket from Georgia is inexpensive. It's on a Saturday. You could come in on the Saturday, go back on the Sunday. And there are people who are sharing hotels. The ticket from Georgia is cheap. Come on. It's like, read the FAQs. There are people who are offering up space in their hotel room. Come on. Go to the page, read the FAQ. This is what I'm saying about the mindset. That people won't even click on the link to even see. You're already counting yourself out. Oh, can you do one in my state? No, no. I'm in school. I no. Mm-mm. I will plan something for next year during spring break, but it's not going to be another one in the US. Mm-mm, it's not. Come to this one. It's like, stop putting it off. Stop making excuses. Stop saying, oh, I'll wait for the next one. Oh, I'll this, all that. Your life depends on it right now. Who will you be if you get to change into your new self? How will things be different for you? What will you have? What will the relationship that you have with your partner, your children, with the world, with finances? Well, how will those relationships change? Strike the iron when the hammer is hot, but the hammer is not the hot one. It's the iron that's hot. I don't understand this saying. All right. And I have found my hot yoga class, and I am going tomorrow morning. First thing in the morning, I'm going to be up there for dawn, y'all. I'm going to be up there before the sun bursts into the sky, y'all. I'm going to be up there sweating. And I just want you to see what my skin looks like now. And let's see what my skin looks like after a few months of hot yoga. I found my hot yoga studio, and I am really excited about that. So, absolutely, absolutely. So, this is what I'm saying. When I changed on the inside, so much changed. And you know, I'm a self love specialist, but I realized that there are many different layers to self love. We all love ourselves to a degree. However, are some of the things that we're doing self abusing or less than self loving? Those are the questions, because we all love ourselves. And on that note, I'm going to look for a few more questions and then I'm going to get out of here. So go ahead and type your questions now. I'm going to turn back off the phone lines, and then strike while the iron is hot. Yes, that's it. When will we hear back about the scholarship application? I everybody who wrote for scholarship, I wrote them back, and most people did not respond back to me. So I don't know if people are not I don't know if people are just not checking their email. And there is a person who is a top contender because she's a person who followed through. I asked a question, she wrote back. If Alexa, check your email, see if you've written back to me. So, see, like, this is what I'm saying. It's like, and there, I'm not gonna say too much because we're all in a different space. But I will say this: I started hypnotherapy school on the side of the road. I had, when I tell you that I went to the thrift store and got my professional clothing from the thrift store because I was living in my car. And at the school, they said we all have to be in professional wear. And I didn't have professional wear. I went to the thrift store. I wore other people's clothes. When I look back at the pictures of myself from hypnotherapy school, I see the thrift store clothing that I was wearing. Oh, let me tell you, I went to the thrift store and I did what I had to do. All I'm asking people is to return an email. That's it. Answer some questions. And some people couldn't do that, wouldn't do that. How much more can I do? I can only do but so much. When I took out a loan for my hypnotherapy school. I took out a loan. I put my car up as collateral for my life coaching course. When I say I went to an accredited institution, I went to it and I invested in it. I put the car that I was sleeping in up as collateral. If that ain't believing in yourself, I don't know what is. The car I slept in, I used as collateral for the loan. Listen. And when I tell you that I just crossed a major financial milestone, listen, I first had to change my mind. I had to go into the wounded part of me that said, Tonya, you are bad if you don't have money. Tonya, you're irresponsible if you don't have money. One day, like as I was doing the work, because in these programs, you also do work on yourself. As I was doing the work, I had an epiphany. That was the epiphany that I needed. The epiphany I needed, and I have to go now at this point, right? Because my thing starts in 1 minute. Let me start opening up my stuff right now, right? Let me log in and get myself started, right? I'm glad that you all came out. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and put up a 5 for a high five, right? Because here, look, I came out to assist in how I can, right? And so I'm logged in now. I need to get to my thing. I'm looking for the link. The link is not in here. I need to go into my email and get the link. It's starting right now. I will see you all in the next video. Tonya TKO, and I'm out. Peace. Go out there and love one.